Hello everyone, welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. Today's episode is about how to make great Canadian poutine. And it's served with a really delicious homemade gravy. It's rich and nicely browned beef gravy. Poutine is a well-liked and widely served dish in Canada. Start by peeling a few potatoes. I'm using russet potatoes today. They tend to brown up and crisp up a little bit nicer than some. I rinse them under the tap and give them a good wash. Cut the ends off the potatoes so that they'll fit into the French fry cutter, and then I put all the potatoes through the cutter. And of course, how many potatoes you use would be dependent on how many people you're wanting to serve. Now you need to have a bowl of water and place the fresh cut fries into the water so that they don't turn brown on you, and that's important especially if you're doing more than one batch. Now I'm using canola oil, and I just pour it into a medium-sized pot, and I have a wire basket that I use for these. With your heat turned on high, heat the oil to 350 to 360 degrees and gently place your fries into the hot oil. And once it's been in the oil about halfway through the cooking, I take them out, give them a good shake, and place it back into the hot oil to finish. This helps them to brown evenly. Place a paper towel in a bowl, and in about 15 to 20 minutes, or when they're golden brown like this, remove them from the hot oil. I shake them on a plate a little bit. This helps remove some excess oil. Then place them in the bowl with a paper towel, and that will help absorb even more. And you can see here how they've browned up nicely and they're golden. And they're well cooked through. Now homemade fries are always good with salt and vinegar and ketchup. But today we're going to take it a step further, and I'm going to show you how to make rich brown beef gravy. And we'll use this for the poutine that we're going to be making. We'll use a medium to large pot and add 900 ml of beef broth. And this you can buy at a carton in the grocery store, or use the beef broth that's off of a roast that you've cooked up. Either way, add 1 cup of mini carrots to it, and turn your heat on high. You'll cook those carrots in the beef broth, and you'll add 1 envelope of onion soup mix. Stir this together until it's well combined. Bring this to a full rolling boil, and cook the carrots until they're tender. We just want to extract the flavor of the carrots into the gravy. Then I take some parsley flakes and add about a tablespoon of that to the gravy. And do that while it is still cooking. So this will need to boil together for probably about 15-20 minutes. Then pour this through a strainer so that it will remove the carrots and any little bits and pieces from the onion soup mix. And now it'll leave behind a nice smooth base for your gravy. Now I mix together some bisto with some cornstarch. It's a bit of a guesstimation as to how much you might need. I would start by using 1 rounded tablespoon of each of the bisto and the cornstarch. Add a little bit of water to your cup and mix that together. And once that's dissolved and nice and smooth, then you can start adding it to your boiling gravy a little bit at a time, whisking or stirring it briskly so that it doesn't get lumpy. And only add enough of the thickening until the gravy gets to be the consistency that you want it to be. And here you can see that it coats the spoon lightly. So remove it from the heat, and it will thicken up a little bit more too after it's off the heat. And I'm just pouring it into a serving bowl here, and you can see how nicely browned it is and thickened up. You'll need some fresh cheese curds. Now let's build our individual dishes of poutine. I start with a fresh layer of fries. Add some cheese curds. Pour a layer of fresh gravy over it. And continue to layer it back and forth until the dish is completely full. Next, we're going to place it in the microwave until the cheese is melted. And that depends on your microwave how long you'll need to do that for. Probably for about a minute. Alright, so this is looking really good. Who wants some? Now don't forget, if you have a deep fryer, certainly you can use that to do your fries in instead of on the top of the stove method like I just showed you. And the recipe for the gravy will make quite a few poutines. So I hope you make this for your family and enjoy. And thanks so much for watching. And I'll talk to you next time.